heart is going for a ride. I'm falling again. Don't even give myself that critical time to make. I'm falling again. Oh, my ruler and a pivotal point to baby, save me, cause I've been feeling like a drug lately. I hate these feelings, something different about your love I need. I swear I got them butterflies laid up to my teeth. Don't drunk up with that double vision, you what I see. Oh, silly me, I make believe I never needed anyone. I hit the knee, all these facades it seems. You saw right through these paper walls. So I hold tight, close eyes, tell my heart is going for a ride. I'm falling again. Don't even give myself that critical time to make. I'm falling again. Oh, my ruler had a pitiful point to bed.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Please let me know if the volume and everything is going okay. I've moved the setup a little bit today. So rather than us being over at the easel, we're sitting at the desk so we can do a bit of sketchbook painting. So this week's been a bit of a week. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way, and I thought we just need to do something silly and a bit of fun and no deadlines, no stresses, no anything. We can just draw whatever we want, paint whatever we want, and have a bit of fun. So, oh, thank you, Yuk. You're my best audio engineer. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right. So the way I've got it set up here is on the desk. This is our sketchbook session that we did last time. I'm just going to quickly adjust this light and see if I can get it a little bit more even. Let's do that. I can turn it up, but I don't want it. Yeah, that's too glary. So let's leave it about there. Awesome. Now for this one, I've actually primed a page in blue. So I thought we could start with a more coloured background. Hey Cleopatra, thank you for joining us. Hey Dee, how are you? Lurking is fine. I appreciate any and all lurks. So thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to adjust the face cam a little bit. It's sort of perched on some books at the moment. Ugh, that's worse. Oh, the book's moving. Alright, hold on, one sec. Ooh, need more books. Which is not a problem in here, I tell you. I have many books. That's better. Yeah. I prioritized putting on eyeliner over checking my camera was correct, so my apologies there. Oh, hi Jess! No worries, enjoy. I just finished some sliders myself. We made some sliders for dinner. They were delicious. I felt like a giant with tiny little burgers in my hand. Stay. Okay, hopefully that'll be okay. I just need to remind myself to sit more this way. Cool. Okay, now my sister commented on one of my social media posts today that the first thing I should paint is Dipper, my little baby puppy. I say little baby puppy, she's almost 7 months old. How fast did that happen? 7 months. Absolutely ridiculous. If I keep looking over here, I'm just looking at the screen, so I'll bring up a little picture. Oh, I've got so many pictures of Dipper, this is going to be a thing. Let me just shoot from the hip. Shoot from the hip and find a cute photo of her. Oh, do I want to do her as a baby or more now? Oh, she's grown up. So many pictures. But yes, the other goal today is we're going to be using up my paint palette. So I've got 2 palettes in front of me. I've got one up here and one over here to the side, and both of them are covered in crusty blobs. So we're going to use any paint we can, and then tomorrow I'm going to be good and clean my palettes and clean everything to start fresh for the next painting. So I am not the most astute clean my palette person, but oh, that's a good one. Alright, I've got a little picture of her in profile. Let's do that one. Very cute. Okay. Paintbrushes, things, all the things. How's everyone's day today? Happy Thursday? We're almost through the week again. I feel like this week went fast, but at the same time it's just been arduous, which is a thing. Let me just check you guys can see what I'm doing. I might zoom in a bit because I want to paint a few things on this page. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, I'll leave it there. Cute. This is a little picture of her in profile, sort of looking off to the side. And luckily she's the colours that my precious blobs of paint are. Although it'll be interesting doing browns on this blue colour, but I'll be right. We'll be right. I haven't done any painting yet today. Yesterday I finished the dusk piece that I was working on, which we did a fair bit of that here on stream, so thank you so much everyone who was watching that piece. I'll wait a little bit and then I'll show everyone the pieces I finished recently. I finished a few recently. I finished the 2 Still Lives. I finished Dawn, Dusk. Oh, sorry, Dawn is the one I finished, not Dusk. Dusk was the one that was already done. My bad. And then I finished that giant one that I was working on. So now I've just got one more medium piece to do for a show in late August, which we're just fingers crossed. If lockdown doesn't get extended again, we'll still be at the dates it is currently, but we're not promoting it until we know. Because at the moment, anything could happen. I think at the moment, lockdown's meant to lift the day I'm meant to deliver the artworks to the gallery, so I need the 5 kilometers to lift, otherwise I'm stuffed. But we will see, we will see. If it has to get pushed back a bit, it has to get pushed back a bit. That's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. She had so many little dark markings on her face when she was a puppy, and now that she's growing up, she's turning more and more blonde, which is normal for Airedale Terriers. They're very black when they're born, and then they sort of become blondies with a black saddle on their back. But yeah. I liked all the black markings though. The next time I get her a haircut, all the little dark tips of her hair will go away. She'll be sad. She does pretty much already need a haircut though, because it's been... We've only done one little face trim since we've had her. Face and foot trim. So she hasn't had a proper haircut at all since we picked her up when she was like, what, 3 months old? So she's due. She looks a bit like a fluffy Muppet at the moment. Very Snuffleupagus vibes mixed with animal of the Muppets. Alright, I'm gonna zoom in to see her eye. Yeah. I keep sort of moving the blobs from one palette to the next because this other one doesn't have any mixing room left. I've covered it. which you don't have to mix on plain surface. It's just easier to see what your colours are doing if you're not painting over other colours and other crusties. Okay, I need some. That one. Ugh. Okay. That up. That's it. Just had to mix up a brown to use as a transition for our eye. So the background is actually in acrylic gesso. So rather than a normal acrylic paint, which is a reasonably thinner consistency and can be transparent and this sort of thing, this paint has the same calcium carbonate that gesso has, which not only seals the paper, but provides a nice tooth to then paint on. So I've only done the blue area, so if I do paint into this white area, the oil will probably seep through to the other side of the page. So I've got to be wary of that, because yeah, there's notes on the other side of the page that I don't want to get all oily looking. But yeah, sometimes I like using a coloured gesso because it sort of skips a step. And also when you start on white, sort of everything looks so stark to begin with. If you start on something with a bit of a tonal range, then everything's a bit more neutral. I find it easier to push and pull towards dark and light. It's on a medium background. This one is Matisse background paints made by Derivan, and they've got a whole range. This is their China blue colour, and it's very bright. It's very like Yves Saint Klein blue, so I do enjoy it. I'm currently trying to see if my local art shop can get in. There's an oil paint that's meant to be like Yves Saint Klein blue a little bit. It's called Yingmin Blue by Gamblin. And I don't know if they can get the colour in or whether I have to buy it direct, but buying it direct, the shipping is just awful from Gamblin in America. It is just rubbish. It is so expensive, and then the tube itself is like $70, so it's not a cheap tube. So we shall see if I can get it the back doorway through the art shop, because then that might work out cheaper, because then I wouldn't have to pay for the shipping. So it'd be part of their normal Gamblin shipment, which would work out a lot better for me. But we shall see. Not a paint I need, just a paint I'm curious about. Hey Sunny, how are you? Yeah, Dee, this is my new fancy setup. I'm on the other side of the desk. I have migrated a total of 1.5 meters, so I'm social distancing from my easel. Just cause. How are you, Sunny? How was your day today? Have you been up to much? How is work and things? I am painting my puppy at the moment, and I know it looks like a brown blob, but it will make sense eventually. I promise. She's very fluffy, so we've got to layer some light fluff into the dark fluff. Don't know if I'll paint all of her, but I'll paint at least her, like, her head sort of thing. Bump, bump, bump. Bigger brush. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you like the setup. I'm just surrounded by palettes. I can zoom out a bit and show you actually. So these are my two crusty palettes. Crusty palette 1, crusty palette 2. Both need to be cleaned severely. So we're using up the last bit of paint tonight. And then sketchbook and all my bits and bobs. Yeah. Right, this week is just a thing. I'm glad Daddy Dan is happy that I'm social distancing from my easel, you know, as we need to do. I don't think my easel's been to any of the exposure sites, so that's fine. Oof. This is going to be it, yeah. So possibly here where I haven't painted the blue very well, some oil's going to seep through the page, but we can check that at the end. Yeah, you can already see a little bit seeping through. It's not the end of the world. Actually, what are the notes on the other page? They're from a YouTube lecture I went to. That's fine. Online lecture. Didn't really go to it. Attended? Watched. Viewed! That's a better word for it. God, she had so many little curls. I just gotta figure out where her nose goes. Probably the extent of her head shape. Oh, she had like a little mohawk in this picture. Very cute. Very cute. Yes, Annie, I figured out how to zoom. What's more impressive is I figured out how to flip the camera in OBS because the camera is currently above my sketchbook. It's like on the top edge, so I had to figure out how to flip it, and I felt very technologically able figuring that out in OBS because OBS is still a bit of a mystery program for me. I know it's capable of so much. It's just finding it 5 minutes before a stream because I'm that organised and was more busy eating sliders than setting up. My bad. Sliders were delicious though. Which is yummy. Alright. Gonna be lots of fluff on fluff on fluff. It's gonna turn down the music in my head. It's a bit loud in my head. There we go. That's a bit nice. Definitely still not professional streamer yet, Sadie. I've got to figure out alerts. I still want to do alerts, and I haven't figured out how to get them going through Stream Elements. I need to like sit down and dedicate a whole day to doing it. Like, pay Dangerbeard to be my tutor. I don't know. Something like that. Because yeah, in theory it should work very similarly to Twitch and be able to pop up things when things happen. But I've not got that far yet, because yeah, currently the only two little pop-ups I've got, which is my sub and my Ko-fi reminder, they're in OBS. They're not actually set up as proper alerts. They're just like little overlays, really. But this stuff will happen. I will. I find it very overwhelming to try and learn a lot in one go when it comes to the streaming stuff, so I try and do little bits at a time. Like, for example, where's my thingy? Let me just, Haha! No! I spelled it wrong. Haha! Yeah, a little bit at a time. Also, I got a tiny miniature keyboard, so when I'm far away from my keyboard, I can still use it. Haha! It is quite the tiny keyboard, so again, I feel like a giant trying to do the typing, or like a hacker. Yes, Senny is the best Senny, and we love him very much. Yeah! Oh dear, I've got to make a thing for you. I haven't got one for you. Ah! Worst. Worst friend. Where are my commands? No, I want to make one for you. I just can't remember where the commands are. Where are the commands? Oh. We take a break in a little bit, like after I've drawn at least one thing. I will go back and figure out where the hell my commands are. Chat commands! There you are. Okay. Okay. So I can do that in a bit. Custom commands. So I haven't done one for you, have I? No. D, post your Twitch URL. Can you post it in the chat for me, please? Please. This is part of the stream. It's important to the stream that people see your cool Twitch stuff. Or do you want to link to your TikTok? Your choice. Because your TikTok is also très amusant. Very funny. Just painting a whole ball of fur is a thing. You really get to be very lazy with your paintbrush. I'm literally just smushing at the moment. But that's sort of what her fur does. It just sort of smushes around from one tone to another. A bit more red. Reddy browny colour. Yeah. She does have quite an auburn reddy tone to her fur. Cute. Right, let's get down to the nose. Yeah, do tic-tacs. My studio assistant is currently passed out after begging for sliders for quite a while. She then decided the doona was the comfiest place to be and passed out on said doona, while Dr. Batman and I watched Mythbusters because we decided we wanted some good comfort watching. We're watching Mythbusters again. But she had quite an eventful day. She had a lazy morning and slept in because Mum slept in. So I was tired after finishing a painting last night. And then we bounced around the house doing housework stuff. And then we went out to, there's a park behind my local Woolworths, which I found on Google Maps, and I was very happy to find it. It's more of just like a oval, like a sports oval. But that was fine because it meant I parked at the grocery store. We walked there, ran around in circles. One of the cricket nets was open, so I could let her off lead in that, and she had a good old time chasing a stick. And then when she was exhausted, we went back to the car. She had to sleep in the car while I got the groceries. So I felt very productive. Very productive. Yeah, that's fair, dude. That streaming be like that. The streams have temperaments. And they're definitely something that takes a bit of finagling. But you know, all the streamers that I love start their stream with something breaking, so I think it's just a sign of good people that happens. Yeah. What I'll say. Sliders are her size, but she does not have the opposable thumbs necessary to keep the slider together for consuming. And sliders are my size if I have 3 of them, right? I hope that is an actually good serving size. I don't know if it is, but it's how many I felt like tonight, so that's how many I had. Ball of fluff. Might have to give her a little outline to cut her head out, but that'll be right. Keep going, keep going. I want some of that. Blah, blah, blah. How was your day today, Dee? What'd you get up to? Did you make any Tic Tacs? I have not logged in for a while. I liked that custom art piece that you posted today, that you got commissioned. That was adorable. Little avatar of you being a cutie. I like how all your commissions have been very different. Oh no, allergy attack, no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dee. I'm so sorry. So it's been comfort time for a whole different reason, for recovery. Oh, that's no fun at all. Okay, this is making more sense now. Allergy time is no fun at all. I do know all the wattles starting to come out and that sort of thing, so that must be trite. Because everything's starting to turn yellow around the streets. Also, all the birds are going nuts, and Dipper likes birds, so we have noticed all the birds going nuts in anticipation of spring. Okay. Tell me you've been crying without telling me you've been crying. Is that where I just sniff? Yeah, go to the doctor and get the good stuff. Get the good shit. The anti-waffle shit. Oh, hey Kristen, when'd you get here? I'm sorry, I missed that. Hello! How are you? I was saying before, we've got a new setup tonight because I'm doing the Sketchbook thing. We're on the other side of my desk instead of on my easel, so everything feels a bit weird for me. But it's kind of fun. This one. Fluff, fluff, fluff. That's looking a bit more fluffy. I know she just looks kind of blobby on screen, but she is getting there. As usual, I will post a photo of the finished lot on the Discord at the end, so if you want to see all the painting looking a bit prettier, you can check that out later. Or on my Ko-fi account, instead of funding my caffeine habits, which was absolutely held up by the amazing Senny, so I am well caffeinated, we've changed our goal to saving for a digital SLR camera, which I can use as both a filming camera, a shooting camera, and a web camera. So then we can see everything really nice and clearly and better. So it's a long-term saving goal, and all my current art sales from my website, lizgridley.com.au, and all the Ko-fi donations will go there. So yes, if anyone feels like doing that, that's what will happen, which is exciting. And I've also had an artist friend reach out that he wants to do one-day workshops with camera and video stuff because he's like an absolute whiz. Portraits by Leo on YouTube. Check him out, he's very cool. And yeah, he's talking about doing these one-day workshops, and I'm like, yes please, because then I can learn how to do all the things and not learn from YouTube tutorials. And learning from someone in person is just a lot faster and more efficient, I think. Like, there's nothing wrong with YouTube tutorials, it's just, again, similar to the streaming stuff, I run out of patience after I've Googled like 6 things. That's my limit, I think. 6 different videos of different presenters going through things at a different rate, and you're trying to find out the information that's actually helpful, and then you just run out of patience. And I'm just like, nah. Yeah. How are we going with the funding? We're not doing too badly. I've got 2 pending art sales at the moment. So if they come through, then I think we'll be about, what, $400 down, which is about, is that 30 or 40% of what I need? I'm just looking at my Ko-fi account, one sec. My page. Yeah, so on the Ko-fi account it says I'm at 4% of my goal, but if I get those 2 art sales, so one's with a gallerist and she hasn't been able to view the painting to her client who requested it from my stock list, because we're not allowed to open shops at the moment in Melbourne because we're on lockdown. But she was apparently very, very interested in it from just looking at it in the stock list. So I'm hoping that one goes through. And then another one, I've actually sold a painting I did of a friend to that friend, and she's going to pay that off with a payment plan, which is completely fine. So that one I'll count when the full payment plan is finished, and that will be sometime in September. So yeah, so with that, we're about 30-40% along if they all go well. And that's with my current estimation based off the JV Hi-Fi prices of cameras. If there's any sales and things like that in coming up, then I will keep my eye on that as well, because, you know, I love to buy things on a sale, and things like cameras and that, they always go on sale, so it's kind of not worth paying full price when you know they're going to go on sale. I also know my mate Ian, who's an amazing photographer, who's done my reference photography for me a couple of times. He always knows who's having camera deals. Like, he's very across which places are having sales and things like that, or maybe, yeah, whether it's worth me buying a used one to get it for cheaper or something like that. So once I get sort of 60%, then I'll contact him and be all like, hey, what do you think of what I've picked out? So, yay. You can get a Liz Gridley's art on your wall, Cindy. I'm actually considering, like, once I get past my next art deadline, if we've got time before Oiltober, I might open up a few little commissions on my website. And I will definitely let you know, because I was going to give any of my Ko-fi donators priority in that. So you will get notified if that happens. If you want a little commission, if you want a custom something, they'll just be small artworks on paper. But yeah, I sort of wanted to do some practice before Oiltober, and I've got some extra paper, so that was my thinking. But the easiest way to find out about that is, yes, either donate to my Ko-fi account, which you already have, or sign up to my mailing list, because I will tell them my mailing list. But the idea will be, if you commit to that commission, then it will be able to be done on stream, because I want to be able to stream those artworks. So, but there'll be a conditions thing when I put it up as a sale item, so you'll find out about all that in one go. Because yeah, I haven't been open for big commissions for a while, because I still owe about 2 or 3 big commissions to people, but I've been very non-pressury about it in the last 2 years, because obviously COVID has made the world go to poop, and I don't want to put monetary pressure on people. So yeah, that's sort of where we're at, which is very exciting. Oh, you're on the mailing list. Yay! Thank you, Cindy! Well, this is my thing. I keep going to send out an email, and then lockdowns happen, and I'm like, I'll just keep telling people to sign up, and then eventually I will send an email with all the things that are happening when the dates are locked in. Because I've gone to do it like 3 times, and I've got drafts sitting there, and I'm just like, and I can't send it again. Yeah, big commissions are a big time commitment. They're also a big mental energy commitment. Like doing big pieces on aluminium and pieces of like people's relatives and things like that. They're just, emotionally, I find they take a lot out of me. Which is, yeah, a thing. And I think I've just, over the last year, that I've become a lot more protective of using my time on things that give me energy rather than take it away. So, I don't know, I still feel a bit selfish about that, but it's given me momentum again to just really refocus in on things that I want to be doing and things that interest me and things that are, you know, fueling me rather than taking away my fuel. So, I don't know, that's just where I am at the moment. Commissions are great, and I love making custom things for people because they just have those extra levels of meaning and that extra level of attachment and satisfaction. But it's the getting to there, I think I put a lot of pressure on myself, and that can be detrimental. Because yeah, a lot of the time I am doing memorial art and things like that, be it people's pets or their relatives, and there's a lot of pressure that comes with that because you don't want to stuff up something that means that much to someone, especially when it's a person or an animal that you've never met in person and all you have are old photographs to go off. Like, I've done some commissions from some awful photographs, and some of them I really shouldn't have said yes to, but I did, and they're really hard. The worst one was it was a black and white newspaper clipping that had been scanned of a gentleman's mum, and I had to do it as colour portrait, so I had to fully invent all the colours, and it was a lot. I'm really glad I finished it, and I did, and that was a job satisfaction, but oh, to get there was just, that was difficult. That was, what is it? Not easy peasy lemon squeezy, difficult lemon difficult. It was that. So yeah, big commissions are just very, there's so much that goes into them, both like talking to the client, like all the communication. You've got to figure out what size they want, what color they want, what materials they want, do they want framing, all that sort of stuff. And some people are great and they know exactly what they want, and some people have no idea, so you've got to sort of coach them through options. And sometimes that can be good, where I sort of go, I'll limit the options that commission on paper, this size, color, 1 session paintings, and then that way people know what they're signing up for and they don't have to make all those decisions, so that can be quite handy. But at the same time, yeah, some people don't want little works. Some people want something more extravagant, and that's fine too. Especially when they've seen my more big extravagant works, and then they're like, I want one of those, but make it my cousin or something. So that's a whole thing. Oh yeah. Oh, she's getting there now. This is looking more dippy now. I think if I was to do this again, I have another tube called Transparent Gold Oxide, and that would be much more her colouring than this Yellow Ochre Naples Yellow mix. It's come out a bit pastel, but that's okay. We're using up the palette, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to do a little bit with a collar. Although we just changed her collar, so this is her old black and white collar. And we've just changed her into one with bat symbols on it. And I'm so happy. It's so cute. Like, everyone will continue to misgender her, but I don't care. The Batman collar is adorable. Yeah, expend energy when the world opens up again. That might be a bit more of the thing, Dee, when I feel like I'm more on top of what I've been doing, to then open up to doing more adventurous commissions and that sort of thing. I think part of it as well is just knowing your time limits and things like that. Like, my schedule has just changed again, so I've gone back to the job at the art shop, which I was going to take 6 months off, but it's ended up being 3 months off because they're just swamped. All the lockdowns, they're just desperate for help at the moment, and so I'm going to go back 2 days a week. And I'll be honest, like, I've been missing the money, so that will help with bills and things. And yeah, potentially saving up for this camera as well. Although I've got some other expenses, so I was going to keep the camera stuff separate. But either way. So I'm back at work. It's only 2 afternoons a week, not even 2 full days, so I'm hoping that won't break my momentum too much. But with all the lockdowns and that, you really just can't tell how much time you have to commit to art at the moment. Like, I've been sort of lining up deadlines after deadlines, hoping that she'll be right and I can do everything in time. And so far, there's been a couple that have been tight. One of the art competitions I entered literally the day it was due. And I freaked out because one of my entries went in at 4:58 and one went in at, 5:10. And I thought that the last minute entries had to be finished by 5, so I thought I'd stuff that up, and then they extended entries for another 4 days. So I caught a lot of luck on that day, so I don't have to worry that one of my entries was invalid. But it was scary because I'd spent so long on the painting, I didn't want to suddenly have stuffed up on the last second. Yeah. Oh yeah! Oh, 20 revisions on a birthday invite. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a lot. Oh, Senny, you're a no idea person. We can figure out ideas. Worst case scenario, a bunny. A really good bunny though. Or a pumpkin. You know, both work. Pumpkin on a pumpkin. I don't know. We could do things. It's fine. But yeah, sorry, Kim. Most of them didn't work well. Which I knew they wouldn't. Yeah, that's the thing with revisions, is sometimes you expend all this energy just explaining to people why ideas work and why ideas don't work. Oh. Sunny, how do you not have a bunny on your wall? Who's calling me? Sorry. Sorry, that was just my sister. Yeah. There we go. Oh, good. How do you not have a bunny on your walls? Oh, Kim, you did it for free. Yeah. And that could be the thing sometimes. Sometimes when you do free work, they're the work that takes the most out of you. It's kind of weird. You don't get a lot back, both emotionally and physically. But it's all good. It's all good. When you finish those sort of jobs, you get a lot of satisfaction over the fact that they're done. Right? That's okay, you're always welcome to lurk. Lovely to see you there. Next time, upfront payment, limit revisions to 3. Even though it's your sister, doesn't matter. Terms and conditions document. Alright, let's do some finishing touches on this little girl. I want some nose highlight that looks like a little boop. What's this white like? Oh, that white's so much juicier. Good. The white over here is just a rock. It's not helpful. Boop, 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 boop. Boop the snoot. And I want some blue. Blue, 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 blue. Yeah. Perfect. Blue, blue, blue. Might be too much. Slightly too much. Smaller brush. Sometimes I'm also very lazy with cleaning my brushes and I'll just switch brush instead of cleaning it properly because it's too much work. I was going to do a YouTube video about cleaning brushes, but then I realised I'd have to clean all my brushes. Is that the laziest excuse ever for not filming something? Yes. I do apologise for the lack of actual video uploads on my channel as well, because I've had all these deadlines. It's just been pushed down the priorities. I think it's been a month since I've done a video. I'm so sorry about that, but I've got a whole lot filmed. They're just sitting there waiting to be edited. So after this next painting, it might be a bit of a edit palooza. Because yeah, I've got some good videos in there that I just want to get posted because I liked filming them and I like the pieces. It's just the actual sitting down and doing the thing. I don't know, this lockdown I'm just very tired. I've been having a nap sort of every second day just to re-energize. I'm normally not a very nappy person, but this time for some reason the naps keep hitting. Oh, look at the little cute schnoz. Dog noses are adorable. Cat noses are adorable. Noses in general are adorable. I'm glad the lives are still good. I'm really enjoying the live streaming, I'll be honest. I didn't know I would enjoy it this much when I started. And I think it's because, yeah, it's giving me some social batteries as well as doing work. I love hanging out with you guys, it's great. I thought it would be something that would feel more efforty, but actually I think it gives me some batteries back to hang out with people, even digitally, which is lovely. And because I'm doing something with my hands, it's very much like when I do hang out with people in person, because a lot of the time I draw or doodle or do something with my hands while we hang out in person. That's just my personality. I don't know if it's an ADHD thing. I haven't got that far with my psych, but it is definitely something that has always been a thing I need. But this is the perfect mix of that. Yeah, I was trying to do a video a week for a while there, and then I changed to just like fortnightly. I think most of this year I was doing fortnightly, and now, yeah, I've had like a month break because of painting deadlines, so it's all sort of mixed. But the thing I like about YouTube as opposed to like Twitch is that the videos just stick around, and that's what, like, my Cobra video doing the water-based oils, that one's picked up views lately. So I hope that's helping people because, yeah, I didn't know a lot about the Cobra water-based oils until I got that package from Royal Talons, so if that video is helping people, I'm really happy. I don't do a lot of review videos, but I do want to do more because I rely on review videos that other people do so often. I'm like, I like the idea of reviewing items that I haven't found reviews for and things that I'm interested in, because then other people like me could be hunting for them. It's the cycle of reviewing. They are very consume at home chill with arts and friends. I don't know if that's the best acronym, but definitely that's the mood. Oh, you do have ADHD, Kim. Yeah, it's definitely a symptom that I've heard a lot about, the sort of fidget need and as a concentration measure to do stuff with your hands, especially with inattentive ADHD. But yeah, I'm not officially diagnosed, so I'm not going to claim it as that. Unless that is a thing, which, who knows? Who knows for now? This is the problem with fur. You can sit there and layer fur all day long and just keep playing with it. But we're just sketching today. Oh! Highlights. There's a little light in there. She's so cute. Such a fluffy schnoz. And like when she was young like this, she has so many colours in her fur, so really you could sit here painting it all day. But I think I shall leave it just about there. What should we paint next, fam? Did I have any other comments on the video? Let me quickly check, because I said if you commented, I would look at those first. I gotta check on Discord as well. Oh, thanks, Cleopatra. Yeah, it is one of those things where it sort of looks like a blob for a while and then it gradually comes to life. I actually wouldn't mind leaving a little white byline around her. I often do this to just like redefine the character a bit more, where you just put a little outline. This is going to be a bit blue because there's so much blue on my brush. I just... Yeah, already that's just bringing her out from the page. Oh, cute. It just allows you to sort of refine the silhouette of the sketch as well. Oh, I'm definitely going to go over the edge of this gesso. Oh well. What's done is done. It just gives her that little bit more definition. And now you can see all the edges quite well. Cute. We like cute here. Oh, Cleopatra, the Cobra review found my channel. Oh, I'm so glad. Because yeah, that one, I quite enjoyed playing with those paints and I still have them, so I definitely want to do more with them. I was thinking of doing some of my oil turbo videos with them. In October we do one artwork a day for all of October, oil paint on paper. So yeah, I'm excited to break out the water-based oils for that, especially if I'm going to be doing any painting at friends' houses or stuff like I have in previous years. I think I'll take the water-based oils for those, because then cleanup is a lot easier and it smells less, which I think is less offensive when painting with friends. So that's good. Yay! Oh yeah, a skull, you reckon? I do love skulls. I do love skulls. Oh, Kim, I just saw your comment. Yes, about fiddling and that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm a big skin picker, like around my fingernails. They're pretty good at the moment. I have been playing with the actual fingernails though, so they're not as good because I keep pulling at them. So that's why I try and always make sure I've got something to do with my hands, because then I'm less destructive. Ooh. I like hanging with you too, Jess. At home. Just chilling. In comfy chairs. Alright, we've got a skull, we've got a magpie, a skull wearing glasses. Okay. Okay, they are all awesome ideas. I do like the idea of a skull wearing glasses. Alright, I didn't have any more comments on Discord. And I don't think I had any more comments on YouTube. No, I didn't. Sweet. Okay, so that means... yeah, let's do skull wearing glasses. And I'll keep a magpie in the bank for the next one. Glasses. I use Pixabay and who else do I use? Unsplash, which are copyright-free reference images for this kind of thing. Just in case, because if you do a really cool painting that you love and it's not free stock, sometimes you can kick yourself in the butt that way. What a nice academic looking skull. Got a skull with a thinking face. Got a pug wearing glasses. Oh. Weird things, but I think they're only giving me glasses or skulls, none of them combined. That's a cool photo for a later date. Alright, I got a cool picture of a skull, so let's start with him. And then I might reverse engineer glasses onto him. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Just save it somewhere. Desktop. Handy. Oh, no, wrong thing. Sorry, I'm just opening it up on the screen. Everyone have a stretch! It's a stretch time. Oh. Gotta remember to stretch when changing pictures. Oh, yick, that's just entirely too practical. How dare you be so practical? Where's my skull? Oh, there he is. Alright, where are some glasses? Okay. Now where can I put it that's not on a paint palette? Skull? Glasses. What do we think? You cute? Alright. Ah, that'll do. And he's gonna sit on the paint palette anyway. Yeah. Actually, let's also. Oop. And the glasses have paint on them. That didn't take long. It's fine. These are a very cheap pair of blue screen glasses that I barely use. Because I can't get them perfectly clean. They sort of always want to be a bit cloudy, and I think that's because they were so cheap. Yeah, let's do like a little 3/4 view. That's cute. Okay. Going to zoom out the camera a bit, just a smidge. Yeah. That'll do. Eating dessert, that's fair. I will give you a stretch pass this one time. That you don't need to stretch this one time. Keep in mind, if you're still eating dessert next time we have a stretch, then that dessert must be delicious. I'm gonna do it smack in the middle of the page. Why not? I think he's gonna be blue and white. Because I'm just in the mood. A different blue than the background blue though, so that's fine. Oh, this is like a completely different way of braining now, suddenly drawing from observation instead of drawing from a photo. Oh, come on, brain. I was tempted to do Zoom live drawing tonight, but I wanted to live stream more. I meant to ask the live drawing place if they would mind me live streaming a live drawing session, like me watching on Zoom, but having it muted so I could just talk with you guys while I'm doing it, but I'm not sure if it would work or not. My main problem is that I wouldn't be able to hear when poses are starting and finishing, because if I have their volume turned off, so I'm not, like, broadcasting it to you guys. I just don't know how it would work, so I put it in the too hard basket for tonight. In favour of relaxing sketching. Hey Dee! Oh, you also have dessert! Maybe I need to bug the husband for dessert. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think we even have any. Oh, we got some weird ice cream. I bought banana sorbet, which is like, I thought it was going to be really banana-y, but turns out it tastes like pear. So it's banana-looking pear-flavoured sorbet. It's it's okay. It's not great. So, because the husband's not a fan of pear, that's going to be me finishing that tub gradually. I'm going to do this one a bit wet and wet, so I'm just going to cover the whole surface with a bit of colour. I'll go over the top with white to bring out all the light. Once all my darks are in, then do this pretty easily, which is good. Hey. Again, we're starting with a weird blob, but then it will make more sense. I promise. Oh, I forgot I was wearing makeup when I started scratching my eye. No! I still have some eyeliner, it's fine. You can tell how much I'm wearing makeup at the moment, which is not at all. I pretty much wear some eyeliner for stream, and that's as much makeup as I wear at the moment. Occasionally blocking my eyebrows, just because I don't have a lot of eyebrows. Or I just prefer them to be blocked in. But this is my thing, I keep getting inspired by all the amazing streamers that I watch who put effort into makeup, and I'm like, I should put effort into makeup for a stream, that'd be fun. I was thinking maybe in October if we did like a Halloween night, a dress up for that. That'd be fun. Especially now that PAX is cancelled. We were going to dress up like pirates for PAX, and now it's been cancelled. Makes me very sad. Alright, so now I've just got white on my brush, and it's going to mix with the blue I put down. Which means I may have to add a bit more definition on this side between the puppy and the skull, but that's my choice for using blue next to blue. We'll figure that out later. That's the main ridge. It's down into the temple. There. There's the seam of the plastic skull. I love this brush. It's a little filbert, and being like a little curvy shape like that means that it leaves nice smoothie edges. Hi Marie, how are you going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. How has your day been? We're doing some sketchbooking, so just nice chill vibes. Ah, we're painting a skull with glasses at the moment. Which will hopefully look like quite a dignified fellow or lady. I think my skulls are her, yeah, so dignified lady. And we're through. Yeah. That's the little nose ridge coming out here. Oh, we had the food stream last stream where we just talked about delicious things, and now you guys have all said the word dessert. My brain's just going through different dessert options. We have donuts. I'm gonna have a donut later. Yes, I forgot I bought them. Yay. They were at the grocery store and they had a pack of just pink ones, and pink ones are my favourite other than cinnamon. We had cinnamon the other week, so I'm like, I'm gonna buy pink donuts. Had one. Yeah. It's our little nose ridgy bit. Is the nose bit called a socket? I feel like it should be, but it's not really a socket. It's just a opening. Should be better with these words because my husband's a doctor and we have anatomy posters and things that used to hang up all the time. Shows how much attention I paid to the terminology. I am tempted to put one up in the toilet again. We used to have a picture of a skeleton that I bought from Typo, which is like a hipster stationery cute stuff store. And Dr. Batman would get so annoyed because the terminology on it was so wrong. He wanted to rewrite on the labels on it. So then I got him a proper anatomy poster when he was studying, and that worked a lot better. And he did actually rewrite all the labels, so he had to go over and sort of not see the labels, but like rewrite them himself and check if he got them right. So, and write more complicated ones because the poster only went so far. So that was fun to have on the wall for a while. Although one side of him was muscly, so that was a bit more explicit. But it was fine. We're all grown-ups. Yeah. Miss Anatomy Man. Oh, you're good, Marie. Yay! My day's going okay so far. I admit this is probably my favourite part of my day, is hanging out with you guys. And oh, it was nice when husband came home and made dinner. That was lovely. We had sliders. Tiny little buns. But yeah, no, I've been looking forward to this today because I needed some chill paint time with cool people. That was exactly what I felt was lacking. That's what sometimes it feels like I streamed yesterday, even though it was last week, and then other times I'm like, God, I haven't streamed in ages. When are we streaming? I'm ready. But I think I like the once a week schedule. I might do a bit more in October because I'll be doing the Oiltober challenge, so I might stream more regularly just on odd days whenever I'm doing the piece. Because then I'll have the double recording as well. I'll have the recording from my camera or from the webcam. Oh yeah. Dolls are so fun to paint. Oh, I don't know why I enjoy them, but I do. I think it's because of the organic structure of them. They have a very nice flow. All these little rises and falls. This is interesting here where we're going to have the glasses frames because they're casting a shadow. See that little line there? That's the shadow. That's an extra layer of challenge you've given me. Although I have painted skulls with glasses before, but I've spent more time on them. This is a quickie. This gesso does have a bit of an absorbency to it. Some of my oil is absorbing into the paper, like into the gesso, sorry. And therefore my wet in wet technique is less wet than optimal. But that's okay. I can mix custom blue and white mixes. It's just fussier that way. I kind of already want to do an outline around this in white. To pop it out. I like doing plain white outlines as well because it makes it look like a sticker. Kind of cool. See how that like bright white bold? Yeah. Oh, Marie, the next schedule is next week. It'll be changing. So my morning streams are going to change to Thursdays. So we're always going to be Thursdays, but we're going to go mornings and then evenings alternating. So it'll be, what will it be? It'll be 9:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time next week, Thursday, and then the week after that, it'll go back to 8 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. So a fortnight, it'll be the same time. I will change that on my YouTube About page after this stream. I will write myself a reminder. Where's my pen? There. Stream times, and that's simply because, yeah, I'm going back to work now on Wednesdays and Tuesdays at the art shop. Yeah, only a small change, and it might even be easy to keep track of that Thursdays are the day. It's just what time changes. So that'll be good. I don't think I have done any food-related sketching yet. Let me have a look at the other page. Because again, there's not that much sketches in here. I mean, there's a frog, but he's not, like, cooked. So no, I haven't done anything food-related on these pages. So maybe after the magpie we could do something food-related. I'd be down. Gotta be something cool, though. Yeah, sorry, you should always, like, you're always more than welcome to bring out your paint and paper and paint along with me. Also on my Discord channel, I've got a section where you can post what you've been up to as well. So if you want to join the Discord, the address is in the comments below, or in the description below. And then you can show us what you've been up to as well. Discord's a fun little place to hang out. It's just sort of, I post there whenever I think of something. I think the meme channel has been more active lately than anything else, but that's just because I've seen a lot of good art memes and other people have been contributing good ones as well, which is quite fun. Yeah, that white outline just pops it right out. Much less vague. Got a bit thick there, that's fine. Okay. Some of my proportions are a bit off, but that's okay. His jaw should probably be a fair bit bigger, but yeah, I don't mind. Oh, is the screen doing weird things with people? Like pausing or what's it doing, Marie? I can paint a pink donut. I do have pink on my palette at the moment. That is a very good point. Pot of honey with a drippy honey stick. I actually don't own a honey stick, but I can find a photo of that. And yes, pretzels are definitely an amazing shape, and now you're making me think about pretzels. Oof. Pretzel would be a good one to paint, actually, with that cool shape. And it's got a nice form to it. I think pink donut is probably the one I'm most excited about, because then I can eat the donut at the end. Oh, hi Joe! Oh, like me to paint a cup of tea? Ooh, I could definitely do a cup of tea. I think a cup of tea goes with a pink donut pretty well, don't you think? Do you think they'd look good together? But yes, this stream is very open for requests, so that is absolutely fine. Thank you. Oh, it was you? Okay, that's alright. With the techno effect. Oh, that's way too hardcore for this chill stream. That's way too hardcore. I don't know how to do cool things like that. And don't get me wrong, I watch other streamers who do amazing chaotic things on their screens. On their streams. Blah 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 blah. But I do not know how to do such magic. There we go, just smoothed out some of those forms on the forehead. Colour in. Yeah, we're gonna do all the little teeth, but I'm gonna avoid them for 5 minutes. Teeth are the most laborious part of doing a skull, just because there's so many of them. Why humans gotta have so many teeth? Surely we don't need more than like 6. 6 seems like a good number. 2 in the front, 2 on the side, on each side. No? I'm just being lazy. Like when I'm imagining 6 teeth, like they're bigger, like they're wider, like big chunker things. Because then they'd take up more space and then you wouldn't need all of these tiny little things. Darker for the bottom row because they've got a shadow on them. It's like the laziest teeth I've ever painted. Exactly, 6 teeth, you wouldn't take that long to floss. They are kind of like sunnies at the moment because I haven't painted inside them. Hold on, let me get into the glasses. I'll do the rims and then we can decide if we want to leave them as sunnies or turn them into how they look in person. I do love how much skulls for an inanimate object, they have expressions. And it's just absolutely fascinating. I think it's part of the whole how humans can see faces and everything. Even though a skull is what lies underneath the muscular of the face, we see a lot of the expression and that we expect of a face in them. And that's quite interesting in and of itself. Little nose ridgy bit. Gonna have to adjust the temple a little bit, my glasses are going too high. Alright, what are we thinking? Leave them as sunglasses or turn them into rimmed glasses? A bit intimidated by how cool she is now. She is pretty cool. I mean, in front of me she looks more like a librarian because they're see-through. So we can leave her as cool. I might shade them in a little bit if we stick with that. And admittedly, if I met a skeleton walking around with sunglasses and they looked over the rim of the sunglasses at me, I would be very intimidated. Just that whole sort of, excuse you, that thing? Yeah. I'm not feeling stared at, no, but I think that's a traditional, like, I tend to do that because it's the left side of the paper, have things face in, because I think I did that on the other side as well. Oh no, the skull's going that way. The hand's coming in. Like, that's all coming in onto this side of the paper, and like the eagle on the other side, he's facing in as well. Him up there. I don't know, I just like the flow of that. Maybe it's because I'm right-handed, it's like going with my hand. Hi Anya, how are you? Something like that. Oh. Cute. Okay, let me refine some shapes and then we'll make a call on the sunglasses. Or glasses. It's true, you didn't define at the start whether he wanted normal glasses or sunglasses. I jumped to conclusions. I did. Highlights, now that some of my white has sunk in. I got your name right. Yay! Did you do that in the Discord, Anya, or did you do that? Anya, I've got a Discord. Go into the description below. I don't think I can do links over YouTube chat, so if you want to chat about things outside, chuck it all in the Discord, and then I'm happy to take a look at it later. There's even a section called Ask Liz a Question. You can pop it in there, so that's super easy. So check out the Discord, and we'll go from there. Skullduggery Pleasant. Now, I know of Skullduggery Pleasant, but I'd never read it. Can you give us, like, the 20-word summary, Joe? That would be cool. Don't be intimidated by skeletons. They only want to be natural comedians. Oh, that's fair. Humorous. Yuck. You're doing pretty well at doing at least, like, one good pun a stream. I'd give you major points for that. Maybe we need to do a command fairy ick pun. Hold on, my phone's doing a million things. I'm texting to see if I can request dessert be brought to me. Let's see. Let's see if that works. No worries, Anya. Alright, so what's the final call? We're doing sunglasses or are we doing glasses? Cast your votes now. I don't know how to do a poll. I'm pretty sure there is a way to do a poll, but it might be when I have... There's like all these YouTube things that you need to be monetized in order to have access to, and I think it's that. So I think I need to wait until we're monetized. Oh no, wait, what's that? Create a poll! Okay, I can create a poll. Hold on. Stop the presses. We're doing sunglasses or normal glasses. So, ask my community. Did that work? Oh, come on. Did that work? A magical witty sunglasses. Ah! There's a poll! There's a poll! We figured out polls, fam! Poll! That's exciting. That's exciting. Okay. Do I need to vote for you guys who already voted? Oh, and I can end the poll when I want to. Magical witty skeleton in sunglasses with his human kid sidekick who saves the world from certain doom repeatedly. That's a fun premise. That sounds super cute for Skullduggery Pleasant. Kind of reminds me of Discord, but less deathy. Sounds adorable. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give you another 3 minutes on the poll while I fiddle with some values. So I'm just gonna look away and then we'll see where we land. Dun 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 dun. This has got suspense in it. I like it. Oh, I'm gonna use polls all the time now. Because I'm bad at decision making. For some reason I thought it was one of those things where, yeah, you needed to be monetized for it, but I think that's all the, like, super chats and shouts and all that sort of stuff is when you're monetized. A little shadow. Another shadow on the other side. Yes. A little shadow coming out of the nose. Yes. Who's thinking at me? Oh, that's that. Oh no, I've lost the string. Scream! There you are. Alright, you got 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Although, I'd be very surprised if the votes change at this point. Ew. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, hello, puppy. Thank you. Yeah, I moved everything around. It's weird as... I'm sorry. She just walked in, looked at everything moved, and went, no. And... I think we're about there. I think we're definitely sticking with sunglasses. Well done. Thank you all for voting. I'm going to end the poll. And we're going with sunglasses. Alright, let me fill these bad boys in and add some shine. We'll make them shiny. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you all for being so concise in your decision making. My apologies to the 14% of you that didn't get your vote. By the looks of it, was probably one person, and I apologize. Can you guys hear the Discord making boot up noises? Might have to mute that tab. Because I will engage with that after the stream. Post stream. There we go. Don't think my text was received, but that's okay. We might have another little stretch once this guy's done, and then I will go fetch our next rift. Oh no, we were going to do a magpie first. I'll do a magpie first, then we'll do the next bit. Yeah. Alright, let's do some shine. What are sunglasses without the shine? Shiny. That was a fun request. Thank you, Yick. Alright, there's our super cool, slightly intimidating, cool as heck skull. Love her. Let me find a magpie. Oh no, come on, we need an Australian magpie. Surely. Madaharan magpies are so freaking cute. They don't look like dangerous at all. They don't look like they'd swoop you. Iggy! Hello, hello! Oh, thanks, Joe. Okay, I'll mute that tab. Mute that tab. How are you doing, Mr. DeWild? How is your evening? We are doing some sketchbooking over here. And I don't actually have a black, so we're gonna have to mix something dark to do a magpie, which is our next request. And I'll tell you what, I'll even make him face the other way. Because I've made everything face this way so far. How was your day today? What's happening with your jobby job? Are you in new jobby job yet? I hope is yes. You said August. Counting down. Okay, so we're still in countdown mode. You're so close! That's exciting. How many days to go? Oh, September now. I thought it was August. Let's pop him in the corner down here and then we're nice and full. Oh, you took some leave. Oh, that's nice. That's worth looking forward to. Huzzah! My leave has been cut short. I am back at the jobby job 2 afternoons a week now. Because COVID means everyone buys art supplies. And the store was suffering. So 6 months became 3 months off, but that's okay. I'm okay. And I've only worked 2 shifts and I've bought art supplies both shifts so far. So, you know, it's going well. Who requested a magpie? Someone did. Are you still here? Need to find an RPG to sink my teeth into. Did you ever finish God of War? Did you ever finish God of War? Because that would be my number 1, because it's fabulous. All that Greek mythology. Greek mythology? Norse mythology? What am I talking about? Norse mythology. Kristen, you did! Yay! I'm glad you're still here. Thank you, Yick! So I'm gonna try and do a full body, because I've been zooming in on heads so far. That's my thinking. And this one only looks slightly pissed off. Oh god. Hold on. Sorry if that was loud. Sorry. Jess, did you mean to call me then? I feel like that was a butt dial. Oh, you finished it like the second day you played it. Okay, fair enough. Well, as long as you finished that one. What other RPG should you play? Did you play the one with the AI people? Oh, hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. Hello. What you doing? Oh, you brought your ball. Go get it. I need to figure out a dog cam as well. Jess, why are you calling me? Jess? Why do you keep calling me? I'm gonna message you. Because you're here in the stream. So normally you wouldn't be calling me. Weird. Did you guys hear the ringtone then? Or not? Because my headphones are connected to both my phone and the computer, so I can't... I assume you guys hear everything I can. Oh? Excuse everyone, I need to quickly step away because suspicious text message has told me to check my front door. Suspicious. I'll be right back.
You. Yeah, good.
I know. I know. I know. Hello. There was nothing at my door. Are you sure? I have a puppy here. Good girl. Nipper. How you going? So now I'm doubly confused. Sorry. Oh, my mic was still active, I'm sorry. I need to figure out if there's a way to like automatically make it if I turn to be right back that it turns off the mic, because at the moment I have to manually turn it off. Jess, I'm so confused. There was nothing at my door. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I'm just gonna play Magpie for a little bit. And if my doorbell goes off, I'll be more confused. I'm confused. You guys are so suspicious. You are so suspicious. Hi, yes, you want to play with the ball. What? Yes, your innocent face gives me no reassurance at all. Hey, you did that. Alright. It's the hard thing about magpies, it's making them look aggressive but not too aggressive, because they are kind of cute. It's just they will swoop you if you go near their babies. Dipper's normally a pretty good guard dog in that she's very excited when someone is at the door. But she doesn't sort of bark and stuff, which is good. I am very glad she's not a big barker. She's more of a jump on people person, which has its own challenges. Like, she's jumping out of happiness, but, like, to the wrong person, that could be misconstrued as jumping badly. And she does jump with force, as the bruise on my leg testify. It is something we are working on. 4 on the floor means you get pats. Gotta be on the floor to get the pats. I'm always confused when doing, like, stark black and white, whether I should do the white first or the black. Because you don't want too much mixing. I'm hoping by doing the black first, I'm not going to go all milky grey on us. Watching the background for a murderer? Ugh! Just Uber lied to you? Okay, that's just funny. After you were all suspicious and everything. I hope something hasn't gone to my neighbours by accident. But also, how dare you? And why? Bad Jess. Not at the moment. I had a delivery from Joe. But that was a different... Oh, Jack, was someone there? Should I go investigate or just keep paying? So yes, thank you, Joe. I got that delivery. There has been a person at the door for 50 years! Which is surprising, because this house is not that old. Or should I say, this property is not that old. The one next door is. That one's over 50 years old. They could definitely have some weird ghosties, maybe. It's a lovely German family who raised all their kids there, and the grandparents have sadly passed away, and now their kids are taking care of the house, and they're all quite elderly. It's like a 2-generation house. It's lovely because I went around the garden with my neighbour and she was like telling me who planted what tree where when. And I'm like, that's amazing, you can tell when all the trees were planted. And it's like a big lush secret garden style garden. I'm like, it's a pretty... I'd never want to take care of a garden like that, but it's pretty. Most gardening I do is trimming. I am okay with trimming. It is like playing hairdresser to plants. And you feel satisfied at the end when you make some sharp edges and be all like, yes, I have trimmed the thing. And that is the limit of my gardening. Okay, I should really water my plant. I have a plant on the shelf that needs water. I will do that after stream. Jess, I think I figured out what you're delivering. Yes! I'm gonna half blame Yick for that as well if I'm right. Because he brought it up. Montague, suspicious friends who I love, but suspicious. Oh, I hear the door. Alright, I'll be right back. Hi. Hi, suspicious friends. I figured it out. I figured it out. It's a pretzel. There's 2 pretzels, actually. Look how delicious. You sneaky, sneaky friends. I love you. How dare you? So yes, we can definitely paint that next. Yick and Jess. Oh, it was next door. Jack found them. Oh. It had a short holiday at the neighbor's front door. Yeah, just for fun. But as I said, like, it could be haunted. That doesn't mean it's definitely haunted next door. Oh, bad Uber driver. Oh, Joe, your mother-in-law is a gardener. That does help. When you've got a gardener in your life who creates the produce, etc., then you can just profit off that. But yes, now we have some more still life subjects. That's very exciting. Sneaky, sneaky friends. Oh, that was so funny. It got delivered to the wrong house. That's hilarious. So Uber kind of lied. I lied about the destination, not about the delivery time. I'm loving this tiny brush. It's been quite helpful. There's the dipper! I can just hear her ball being flung around. She's going nutbags. It's definitely Zoomies time. You give! She just run away without the ball. She ran in here to get the ball, and then ran away without it. Very practical. Goodbye! She got it! Hi! Same thing. Run in, grab the ball. Don't run away with it. Good girl! Hello! You're getting tired. As I said, if I get the new camera, then I can repurpose the old webcam as a puppy cam. I don't know where I'm gonna aim it, because she moves so much. But I can definitely aim it somewhere. Jess, don't you dare tell me it's my fault. I am super happy now. I've got dessert. Do you know how much it smells like sugar in here now? It just smells like sugar. It's delicious. The air is delicious in here. Oh. You guys are too good to me. You're too good to me. However, I will use this as the excuse that I get to pay for whatever next lunch or breakfast we have, so Kinda liking how his white feathery bits are going to mirror that white line around the skull here. Looking cute. Looking cute. Adding some little shading. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it on stream, but it's just really subtle little highlights in his black feathers. It'll come up in photos tomorrow in the Discord, but I don't want to overdo it because then it won't make sense with the black and white markings. Seriously guys, it smells so yummy in here. Everything smells delicious. Oh. Too good. Jess, you should post your craft creations in the Discord, because, and when I say craft, I mean clay creations. Jess had a clay making weekend last weekend with Yuke supervising, which was quite awesome, and she made some amazing things. I think there's another photo got posted before in the Discord, so I'll have to catch up with that as well. Eat all the things. Iggy, if I eat it, then I can't paint it. So if I paint it first, then I'm gonna eat it. The challenge of the 3D object painting is leaving the object alone. Sorry about the noises. Dipper found some paper to tear apart on the floor that she left there earlier. Okay, she's taking it away with her. Iggy, does Indy like tearing apart paper and cardboard? Because Dipper is definitely very, very into it. He likes chaos. In a good way. No, Nick, no, no, no. I can be patient. Are you saying I can't be patient? If you send another one, that means you don't believe that I can be patient, and that means you don't believe in me. And I know you believe in me, so you can't do that. It's very into chewing wood. That's a very specific. One artistic bite to add story to the sketch. Joe, I like the way you think. I like the way you think. No, they're both still here, but the one with the sauce I think would be too hard to paint, so I'm gonna paint the other one. Because the problem with sauce is it's everywhere. It's too hard to paint. Alright, let's get an eye on this fellow. Bit of orange in there, which I do have some orange here. Cindy likes systematically destroying socks and stuff, focusing on one section of a sock or toy. Yeah, dip is way more chaotic than that. It's the big thing needs to be in small pieces, then those small pieces need to be smaller pieces, then those smaller pieces need to be thrown around the room repeatedly. It amazes me how much a tiny little shred of paper can entertain her for like 20 minutes of just picking it up and throwing it around. Granted, she does do the same thing with her dry food. She'll just pick up a piece of dry food and throw it around and pounce on it. And I'm just like, sure, that makes you happy, I'm glad. It does mean though, if she's going to puppy playcare or somewhere for the day, she's not very practical at eating her food before she goes. She plays with it, and then she's barely eaten anything before she goes, and then when she comes home, she's ravenous because she hasn't eaten her food. But she's really cute, so she gets away with a lot. Here we go, little magpie eye. Get some highlights in that. Highlights are the best. Oop. Beak needs to go a little bit more. He's actually quite close to me now. That's better. Seriously, thank you guys. You didn't have to buy me pretzels. I appreciate it. Alright, let's finish up the feathers going down, and then we're going to do a bit of a food section. The looks of it. And I need a cup of tea as well, Joe. Yes, need a cup. Cute. What are these little legs? Eggs! Otherwise, what are we standing on? Probably shouldn't have used so much oil where the gesso is thin, but it's fine. As I said, on the back of this page is only lecture notes, so they're not the most important. Anything, I wrote them just so I would concentrate better when I was trying to listen to the lecture. Tempted to make him a bit pudgier. A little. Yeah, just a little. I'm gonna do the legs super realistically, sort of fade out. Eee. Did anyone else have ideas for RPG games that he can sink his teeth into while he's waiting for a new job? I was talking about that one that was like artificial intelligence. What was that one? It was the one with all the robot people. Keep thinking Until Dawn in my head, and I'm like, no, that's the horror one. Although that one is also fun if you haven't played that, Iggy. I've watched a couple of people play through that. because it's like decision-making game. Is it like Beyond Human or something? Oh, names. Detroit. Detroit? Thinking Human? I don't know. There was a game that had cyborg people who were very pretty, and the idea of the game was to play as the various cyborg people when a revolution thingy happens. It was all decision-making stuff. Oh, you've played that, the robot one. Okay. What else can you play? Recently, I've been getting all my friends systematically into the game The Room, which is a puzzle game, and it's super fun. Jack is up to the 3rd one. I think Sarah's close to finished. And Liam, I think, is up to... He started number 3. On his stream, Liam Draws on Twitch. Oh, Iggs, I need to make a command for you as well. Detroit, become human. Thank you. Because, yeah, look, I can do commands for some people. Does that one work? Does that work? Does that work? It is not terrible to play too many games. Yeah! Command! That's my friend Liam who played. Who is playing on Twitch. The Room at the moment. But again, that's a puzzle game. Divinity 2? Ooh! No worries, Cleopatra. Thank you so much for joining us. As I said, I'll have a finished picture of wherever we get up to on the Discord tonight or tomorrow. So, thank you again for joining. Oh, Joe, you like the Room games too? Yeah! I do agree, they probably don't need to be as creepy as they are. They're just fun as a puzzle, so I kind of wish they weren't creepy like that. Especially because they get creepier as you go, which I didn't realise. But, all that New Vegas? Ooh, fan expansion. Fan expansion. There's a thing. Alright, what are we thinking of our little magpie friend? I kind of want to put some green around the outside of him because the reference photo has green. And it looks really cute. And it'll just break up how much blue is happening on this side of the page. So let me mix up the green with all these random blobs that I have. That's not bad. Green, 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 green. Again, doing a little background just lets me refine your silhouette. Puffy chest. Like this yellow. This is like Permanent Yellow by Williamsburg. It's really, really intensely bright, but it doesn't have cadmium in it. I like. Especially if we're going to have food in the studio, we do not want to be using cadmium paints. Because they are very not good for you if ingested. Which I'm pretty sure none of the paints I have on the palette are cadmium paints. No, not at the moment. Which is good. I think I've got one that's cobalt, so we'll be careful with him. Yeah, that yellow is just helping make him pop off the page. A bit of lighter yellow. Oh no, that's dried to an absolute crisp. About you. That's slightly better. There we go. Just merge the clouds a little bit. Cute! A real nice magpie who wouldn't swoop you very much, only a little. Maybe we could just call him Little Swoop. That's a cute name. Let's call him Little Swoop. I've got a pen. Little Swoop. There we go. Yeah! So that's Little Swoop. Okay. Have a quick stretch, everyone. I'm going to go get a plate. I'm going to move the skull out of the way. And I'm going to put things on a plate. I'll be right back. I might just leave you on the screen. I'll be right back. I don't think I've ever gotten up and down so much in a stream. Alrighty. Oh, it's still a bit warm. Good pretzel. I just have a box of cinnamon. Okay. I'm putting it on a bit of a rakish angle. You can sort of see it. Yeah. You sneaky, sneaky buggers. Alright, let me wash my brush off because I don't want a green pretzel. That would just be unpleasant. I'll just move the camera a bit. Oh, what's going on here? With the rap album coming out, Little Swoop. Yeah, good point. That could definitely be a rap album. What? You're talking about Dipper, Little Swoop, and the Sexy Skull? That's totally a group name. And that would be a heck of a show. I don't know what Dipper would do or what she would bring to the band other than just, you know, adorableness, but I reckon the Sexy Skull, you know, she's the headliner. Little Swoop is definitely, you know, instrumentalist of some kind. We should all go. We'll go as a group. It'll be great. Alright. Let me figure out what colours I can use. I've got this, like, red terracotta colour. But, hold on, I'll show you guys the model. This is our model. So this is cinnamon pretzel. Got lots of nice curves. Nice bit of like pale underneath, darker on the top. Few beautiful cracks. Oh, it smells so good, guys. Backup singer for Dipper. Hey, bagpipes can sing really nicely. bone rattling and Dipper running off with the toy. As long as Dipper doesn't run off with part of Sexy Skeleton, because, you know, she does like bones. Just saying. That might be the end of the band. You. I do have some transparent oxide. I wanted when I was doing Dipper. Now I wanna. Probably can't glaze, can I? Oh, I can a little bit. Hold on. Maybe that just tints her a little bit. That is exactly the colour I wanted before. I didn't realise it was hiding on this palette. Sorry guys, I know I'm backtracking. I told you with fur you can just paint fur all day. Alright. Same thing, I'm gonna start with... Actually, I might start with the lighter colour this time, and then I'll go to the dark. This is taking a lot more observation than the skull. So I don't think I've ever painted a pretzel. Sort of thinking pretzel and a cup in the middle and then donut over there. That's what my brain's doing. Hey bub, you wanna settle? Settle time. Yes, it smells like food in here. Okay. Oh, you just want pets. That's fine. Good girl. Okay. Settle time. Settle time. Good girl. Thinking about settling. Undecided as of yet. Not there. Feels like I'm drawing one of those eye illusion things because it goes up and under, over and under itself. Oh, that looks weird on screen. Oh, Kristen, I completely missed that. Did you want a body like the pretzel? Or a body like the skull? Or... I have no idea what you said you want a body like that for. I'm sorry. Oh, twisty. Oh, this is giving me a good brain wrinkle. This is interesting. I've got to really slow down. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm determined. If I paint it good, I'm allowed to eat it, right? Oh no! I'm sorry. Hi, Nee! Hi from your bathtub! Yay, technology bathtub time! I'm sorry, Kristen. I'm sorry. I was too distracted. My apologies. Hey, Cam! I've done a dipper on this side, so maybe if I do Maverick on the other side, the pretzel and the donut can be like a love heart in the middle. I'm pretty sure Dipper and Maverick would both love pretzels and donuts. Maverick is one of Dipper's lovely gentleman puppy friends. He has a baby border collie, who's a brown border collie, and is absolutely gorgeous. Dipper enjoys playing chase. She is not as interested in cars, but does enjoy romping around with the boy. It's very cute. I can't wait for lockdown to be over so we can have more park days. We go to the park and run around like crazy. The Dipper's starting to get bigger than Maverick now. Not that she's that rough or anything, but I just am wary. I don't want her to ever be too big for Mav. I don't think he's got a problem. I think he'd be fine, but I just want to make sure he's... Seldon, is Maverick currently sitting next to the bath with you, Tani? Or hanging out with Cam? Thing is, Maverick the other day chucked a hissy fit because Tani left the room for like 5 minutes. He loves his mum. Another little knot. Okay. Which will go underneath this bit. I'm figuring it out. You. He's missing his camera. Oh, he ditched you for the spot on the bed. That's fair. The bed is definitely more comfortable than the bathroom floor, so I understand. At least he isn't trying to get in the bath with you. That would be quite the thing. No idea how I'm gonna do the cinnamon. I'm gonna just have to put spots over everything. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. E. Okay, figure out this top bit. Such interesting forms and shades and shadows. The humble pretzel. It's an elusive painting subject. But, if observed and not eaten, he hopefully can be captured in paint. Without malice or forethought. I don't know where my explorer voice is coming from, but it's here. Pretzel! Okay, that's our basic shape. Now we're gonna do almond stuff. Thank you for blessing me, everyone. Sorry, D, I'm giving you hay fever flashbacks. It was just one, not 100. And I'm not crying yet. Okay, let's get some more. I was so tentative getting the shape down so it came out right. It's got barely any paint on it. It looks sort of patchy. Well, I was saying, Cam, I haven't really painted that much food. Like, my other sketchbook page, there isn't one bit of food. There's a frog, but he's alive. Yeah, so I think it's just more similar to when you're painting normal objects. The more twists and turns they have a form, the more you've got to really pay attention to shadows. Like when it's something solid, I know when I was a kid I used to paint like bowls of eggs and stuff, or draw rather, because that's one of the things they teach you to draw to learn about shadows and things like that. And so I read that in the book and then went, sure, I'll draw a bowl of eggs. And they're confusing because it's so many spheroid objects next to each other and it messes with the light. Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. Be right back. Puppy has gone to bed, and little puppy is going to settle with us now. Settle, sweetie. Good girl. Yay. It still smells like cinnamon in here. So I told him I will save the cinnamon one for him and I will eat the other one. Because he likes this one better. I'm a nice wife. Crumpets would be interesting to paint because of all the little holes. They would be difficult. But they are miniature, which is adorable. Do you only make the miniature ones? I do like the miniature ones better than giant crumpets, I think. I'm sure you're capable of giant ones, but I do like the miniature ones. Good girl. Settle, sweetie. Just sort of wandering around. Definitely paler on the underside where it hasn't got the glaze. Not sure that that's consistent. Almost white on this front edge. Good girl, settle time. Just keep playing with Daddy. He has gone to bed. Settle time, sweetie. Settle time. Oh, you make them in egg rings. Well, that makes sense. Tony says hi. He says hi back mixed with let me out. There we go. Kind of the pretzel is now coming forward a bit. If I paint the plate, it'll have all the nice shadows from the pretzel. This is going to look weird because I'm painting the plate from the brightest point to the darkest, so stick with me. It will make sense. Good girl. Good settle. Good girl. Got a whole adult size one-person trundle mattress in the middle of the room to settle on, and she's playing around on the carpet near the door. Okay, I always paint with reference in some way, so I have a physical pretzel in front of me, thanks to some conniving chat members who sent me a pretzel via Uber Eats at the moment, but yes, otherwise I paint from photos most of the time, so I just don't have that photo perfect imagination where I can remember the entire form on its own, and especially because I like to paint light. A lot of the time it's observing how the light is hitting the object, like here I'm going to have a nice shadow coming off the pretzel. Dipper. Settle. Playtime's over. Oh, I sound so mean when I say that. But yeah, so things like shadows and that are much harder to invent in your brain. Don't get me wrong, like animators are amazing because they do so much with... They normally use reference to a degree, but then they sort of work it in their brains and manipulate things. They have a lot more power over what they do, I think. Or maybe it's just the animators I've known are just wizards. But yeah, I just haven't put the time and energy into learning things by heart. My energy is in observing things. Oh honey, really? Really? Alright, be right back guys, sorry. Good girl. Okay, I've shown her that he has gone to bed. Settle time. Good girl. Good girl. Made my plate much bigger than it is, but that's fine. Because the plate, when I look at it, it's almost touching the top of the pretzel. Whoops. But that's fine. As long as the shadows still make sense, that's kind of the point of putting in the plate. Really enjoying this so far, guys. This is fun. Hi Blanca, how are you? How's things? This is all oil painting. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you found my video. So yes, we're oil painting on a gessoed surface in my sketchbook. So it's got coloured gesso. That's what all the blue is. And I'm currently trying to paint a pretzel. Yeah, Dipper's definitely looking at the pretzel now. That's her priority, and that's fine. Dipper, come on! I think she's gonna sit pining outside the bedroom now. She did this the other night. She only came in, like, to hang out with me maybe the third or fourth time I went out and checked on her while she was sleeping in the hallway. Good girl. Settle time. Settle time. Bedtime. Yeah. Settle time. Yeah, I'll give you neck scratches. Good girl. Good girl. Sleepy time, okay? Sleepy time. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. No, leavey. Time for scratches. Leave straight away. Try to find Dad. At the end of the session, I think I want to pull up the picture of Dipper again and just fiddle with it. Alright, Joe, I think we're running out of time to put a cup in this. We might have time. There we go, it's getting late. I'm putting a lot of time and effort into this one. I want it to look good. Might have to do another sketchbook night and continue over the next page. I think trying to do one spread in one night was overly ambitious. Although I am glad I painted a bit bigger this time. So last time I painted quite small. So yeah, there's like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 objects on a side, and this time we've done sort of 4 quite evenly, which I think I like a lot better. Because I've been able to spend more time on each bit. I think last time I was just running on adrenaline and I'm like, more things! More things! Alright, shadow time. Bit of green. That. Because I've got the ceiling light on and I've got my studio light on, which is like a little portable one, I'm getting 2 shadows. I'm getting one lighter shadow, which is what I'm putting in now. That's the one from the ceiling light. And then I've got one harsher shadow, which is the one that's closer in the studio light. If I put in the lighter one first, I can paint over the top of it with the darker one where it needs to fade. Just got to make sure this one has a really feathered edge with the white. It's sort of, you know how when shadows are further away, they sort of blur, naturally blur? I'm going to do that, which would be cool. Oh, tell Kid 2 we'll do that first next time, okay? I'll let you know, and then Kid 2 can see that, because yeah, I had a feeling it was getting a bit late. But I think a cup would go perfectly well next to the pretzel. In fact, I might even go over the rest of the page with clear gesso, so that way at least I can paint as far as I want without it oiling the next page. So I just got another jar of clear gesso. Where did I put it? Behind the skull. This is my favourite clear gesso. It's by Art Spectrum. And it's got a lovely matte surface, so that's what I use for all my oil toba sheets. Good night, Dee! Thank you so much for joining the stream and having a chat. It's so lovely to hear from you all the time. I'm gonna make a command, so next time you're here, I can advertise your TikToks. Yay! But you have a lovely night, and I'll chat to you soon. Yay. It's like I've been doing this tonight as well, and I need to have an admin day tomorrow. And this is just making me feel so good. Yay. Part of my admin day will be cleaning my palettes and cleaning my brushes properly, but I need to answer a whole bunch of emails. I need to put together a birthday present. I need to deliver it on the weekend to a special someone. What else do I need to do? Need to clean. Always cleaning. Love just running one colour of oil paint into another because it just gives you that nice fuzzy edge. Yeah, so you can see I've got way too much shadow above this side of the pretzel, so I need to make it match that side of the pretzel. Definitely getting there. It's starting to look like it's on a plate. Yay! I like the little bits of blue that are still sneaking through. They're quite fun. This is fun. We have a bakery nearby that makes like really fancy cakes, and I've always considered just buying their cakes to paint them. Kid 2 had an unauthorized second nap today, so he was up a bit later. Ooh, unauthorized naps are the funnest naps. Chill out stream helped chill him out. Oh, I'm so glad! I'm so glad, Joe. That's awesome. I have to keep that in mind for when I have kids one day. Chill out time chilling them out. Although I doubt it's as chill in person for some reason. I think in person it wouldn't have quite the same effect because they'd probably want to play with everything I'm touching. The chill music maybe though. Sometimes I use this music on Dipper to chill her out and it works pretty well. Cool. Okay, so that's our palm shadow. Now we have a more harsh shadow. I still want it to have that green undertone, which is the opposite of the oranges we're using in the pretzel. But I want it to be much darker. Nicer. And now this one will have sharper edges. Frank's Cakes does good cakes. I was actually talking about Hatter in the Hare, because they have the really thematic ones with like the glossy tops and all that sort of stuff. Frank's Cakes is still there. We had breakfast there the other day. They do a good breakfast. I forget what I had. I had something. I think I had like a steak sandwich. It was yum. I think that's what I had. I don't remember. I remember it was deep, like it was a huge serving. It was a very decent serving. top parts where it's really touching the plate, it hasn't got as much of this dark shadow. So I've got to make sure in some areas there's more, in some areas there's less. As the pretzel doesn't lay perfectly flat because it is a fun twisty shape. And that needs to be white down there, so I'll leave that for a second. Put that for white. "3D effect." Ah! Hey Millie! How you going? Melody, I'm so glad you're here! Thank you! The skull and Dipper, yeah, they slowly came together, they got there. This is Little Swoop, our magpie, and currently we're doing a pretzel from life. Yeah, that's the thing with the Hatter and the hair cakes, it's as much as what they look like as it is what they taste like. And in fact, I think some of them look better than they taste, but that's a bit rude. It's more, yeah, the effort that they put in on how they look, I think they'd make great painting subjects. Because they've got such good textures, and they've got such good little shapes. But I don't need cakes today. I have pretzel. So I'm well covered for sweets now. Okay, so now that we've got our plate in, I just need to brighten up one side. Let's get back and add some more detail. Do the pretzel itself, but it's getting there. Definitely getting there. Now I'm going to mix up a real orangey colour for the glaze. Oh, it's looking so cute. Yeah, nee, you're a bit too far away, sadly. I think Tani's probably, what, 25, 30k away? Wouldn't you be? I think I would have to ask if I wanted to paint something from their Instagram photos. I'm pretty much like that with anyone's Instagram photos. I know some people are happy to draw from them, but for me it's like, if I painted an artwork and someone wanted to draw from my painting, I'd want them to ask. Most of the time I would probably say no as well, but that's because paintings are slightly different. But because they have a professional photographer taking their photos, anytime like a professional is involved, I'm definitely asking. And I just get terrified about someone telling me off, so that makes me always want to ask things. I haven't looked at their Instagram for a while. I get their emails. I should look at their Instagram again. Oh, it's looking cute. Alright. This is surprising me how much fun I'm having painting food. Maybe this is a new thing. Because it's still life, but it's still like an organic shape, like the skulls and things like that. The fact that it's an organic shape rather than a more stilted thing like painting a vase or something like that is proving quite fun. And I think the fact that it smells good helps. Almost done with the glaze, and then we've got to do some select cinnamon, I think. There we go. Does that look toasty? One day we'll be out of lockdown again. Exactly! I saw someone post a good, like, think about it. Every lockdown we've had has ended. And I'm like, that's a good point. None of the lockdowns have gone forever. They've all ended. Historically, this one will have to end at some point. So, Huzzah! Positive thought for the day. I know it's kind of stupid, but it still counts. Alright. Cinnamon. Now I'm going to approach this the way that Art Attack taught me to paint bricks. Which was, if you do a wall of bricks, don't paint every single brick. Just do little clusters, and it gives the idea of bricks without taking all day and looking like a giant grid. So I'm going to do select cinnamon in little bunches rather than doing all the cinnamon. Does that sound good? See, I learned things from Art Attack years ago and I'm still using them. Huzzah! Oh, hey Jay! Jess says yes to more food. This is like the first food I've painted in God knows how long. I can't remember the last time I painted food. Except for like eggs and stuff. Jay, tell Jazz that, you know that pretzel place that we went to that one time in the city? They opened one up near my house. So some sneaky stream viewers got a pretzel delivered to me, so I'm painting this from life. I know, right? Art Attack had some great advice. I still remember how to mix up like Caucasian flesh tone because of them, because it was like, you don't just do red and white because that's a sunburnt person. You need to add a tiny bit of green and some yellow. And then that's Caucasian flesh tone. Not that I use Caucasian flesh tone, but I remember it because I remember the pictures distinctly in my head as drawn by Neil Buchanan. Ha 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 ha. Who said I never learned anything? Cinnamon. I definitely have smoothed out some parts of the pretzel, like underneath it's got bits that have like little cinnamon chunks on it, and I've sort of smoothed them out, but I don't think that's a terrible thing. I think that's fine. Yay! Pretzel News celebration! How are you, Jay? How is your household of awesome? How are you both doing? I saw you were doing some live drawing over Zoom. That was awesome. Congratulations, your drawings were very pretty. I know they had a live drawing one on tonight. I was tempted to ask JL if I could, like, stream myself painting it, but I didn't know how to handle the volume, because if I have volume on my computer, my streamers can hear it. That, like, my viewers can hear it. That's why you guys can hear music. And then I wouldn't be able to hear the timings. If you know what I mean. But I would like to figure that out so we could do live drawing on a stream and you guys just see what I draw, like obviously you don't see the model. I think that would be really fun. I think we're just about there. I'm just going to add some little highlights to some of the little yellow bits. They're sort of my favourite details, these little bits of pale pretzel coming through the cinnamon. I got a little slit on this side that's full of sugar. Might post this one on my stories and tag the pretzel restaurant. You doing okay? Yay! Oh, how was the class tonight? Because it was bowler. That was the way I was considering tonight, because I've always wanted to draw bowler and I never have. I followed her on Instagram for something like years and just always wanted to draw her, and I still haven't managed it. She's a stunning model, and she's based in New Zealand at the moment, so that's why I haven't had a lot of chance to draw her. But yeah, she did an online session tonight, which was cool. Very cool. I'll reinforce one more bit of light and then I think I'm done. I love shadows, the way they give the illusion of, like, depth. Pretzel! That is my attempt at a pretzel. Yay! Just gonna pull up that picture of Dipper and have a little fiddle again, because I'm terrible. Where? Access that. She was great. Yay! I do admit that that particular community around Top Secret is amazing. Everyone is so lovely and, like, amazingly talented and eager and excited. It's just, I love that community so much, Jay. Everyone's wonderful. Fun poses plus New Zealand music. That's awesome. Oh, she in Wellington, like my sister. That's cool. Not that, you know, everyone in Wellington knows each other, but that is cool. Yeah, see, she's got a lot of light fur up here that needs just redefine. Already a bit better. I think her eye is a tiny bit too high up. I think it needs to be more about here. And that's where my original composition wasn't quite right. But that's okay. Look, it's just a sketch. Things to learn if I do a better painting of her, which I definitely do want to. Not quite right. Actually, I think the highlight on her eye is slightly too far over, so let me redo that. Maybe Pretzels is the venue for the band. Kristen, what do you think? If our band plays at Pretzel? Because Pretzel is quite a cute little venue. It's like bright pink store that sells pretzels made on the spot. I think that'd be a cool venue to have a music show. Yeah, my sister's just about going back to Weta. So she's been at the Royal New Zealand Ballet for like the last year and a bit, maybe 2 years. Just because that's where the work was, and she's doing some amazing stuff for the ballet. And now she's going back to Weta for the next project, which is top secret, and I have no idea what it is, but I'm sure it will be cool, no matter what it is. That's the thing, no matter what Weta are working on, you know it's going to be cool. So Even Mulan. They worked on Mulan. Any armor you see with red threading, Vicky had her hands on. The storyline was stupid, but the movie was visually stunning and the costumes were great. So, ha. Pretzel at the venue! I seconded about Pretzel joining the band. I just don't think Pretzel would last in the band. Look at Dipper's hungry eyes on it. I don't know if it would be a very short-lived career. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Thank you guys so much. This has been a really fun night. It was exactly what I needed. I needed chill, fun, weirdness, and this was definitely all of the above. And look, we've got a whole thread that we can go on to next time as well. I doubt the pink donuts will last until then, but I still think we need to paint something pink, because pink against this blue would just be like, what? The Liz family are all celebrities. Well, that's Sally's fault, my older sister, for being on quiz shows on TV. So she's the most celebrity because she's been on TV. As to, granted, Vicky is in credits of movies, so she's famous for that reason. But, yeah. Credits of movies and things. Oh, crazy, crazy. Like, we are. That's for sure. I just hang out over here on YouTube, which suits me fine. And I thank you all for hanging out with me. Because it's fun here. Just to reiterate, I'm going to try and get a YouTube video out this weekend because I have a bit of a backlog. I do have one more painting I've got to finish before I can hardcore get into that, so we'll see how we go. Other than that, I'm switching. All my streaming will now be on Thursdays. So next week we're going to be doing Thursday morning, 9:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. And then the week after that we'll do evening again, and it'll just swap on the Thursdays now that I'm working at the shop again. Yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me for these ones. Zoom in. They're so cute. I'm really happy with them. Pick it up a little bit. Oh, no, then it gets glary. Ooh, pretzel coming at ya. Yay. Can we see the finished one from last week? Oh, you mean the last sketch? That one? Oh, no. Yes, I know what you mean. Yes. Okay, give me one sec. So I can show you some of my finished pieces. Where would I have a photo of that? I would have a photo of that over here. There we go. So this is Dawn that we finished. I finished it like last night. Dawn! And if you've had a look at my Instagram stories, I got this tube of paint yesterday called Quinacridone Ochre, and it is the most intense, cool pink you've ever seen. That's what the pink is like all over his shoulder and along the side here. It's like neon pink in an oil paint. It's fantastic. So that just completed it completely for me. I was so happy with it. So this gentleman will be on show at a show coming up in August, along with Dusk, which let me find. I get so confused when my cursor shows on both screens. And then there'll be a third piece as well, and that's the piece I've still got to do. There you go. That's Dusk. So we've got Dusk and Dawn as sort of a pair. They're ever so slightly not the same size, but like it's a few centimeters, so I don't mind at all. But I really like how they sort of played together. Yeah. So thank you so much everyone who followed those streams as well. I don't think I didn't do Dusk on stream, I just did Dawn on stream. But yeah, they were really fun to get knocked out, and they're about 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. So that ended up being quite a manageable size for about a 4-session painting. So I think each of these took me about 12 to 15 hours, or maybe 12 hours. Yeah, they were definitely on the lower end, so that was pretty good. Yeah, so very happy with those. Thank you. And then the still lives that we did ages ago of the Skull and Mark Hamill, they will be also included in my next mailing list update because they're part of a show as well, which is very exciting. And that one's actually an art prize. So we'll find out more about that in September, which is very cool. Yeah, so thank you. Where's my mouse? There it is. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone, and I normally go to this one, don't I? Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. This was a really chill night, and as I said, I'm gonna go eat a pretzel now. And very much enjoy it. So I love you all so much, and thank you for joining me, and can't wait to see you next stream. I hope you have a lovely week. I hope the week treats you well. I hope you get weird random surprises turning up at your door or your neighbour's door. And I love you all so much. So thank you. I'll see you all later. Bye. Red screen. There.